Welcome to the John Fitzgerald Gymnasium. We are at semifinal number 2 here in the Rose City tournament, and this should be a great one. The Newman Cardinals, host of the tournament at 5-1, taking on the Petaluma Trojans at 2-5 on the year. Hello everyone, I'm Dave Cox along with Troy Stevenson, and Petaluma did a great job last night to get here, but Newman at 5-1 right now looks like one of the best teams in the entire Redwood Empire. The question is, can the Trojans step up and give them a challenge tonight?
They're going to have to if they're going to make that championship game tomorrow. Going through the home team on a Friday night in Rose City, hey, those are the kind of games you want to play in.
All right, we'll take a look at the bracket here and see where we're at. Cardinal Newman beat Rancho Cotati, Windsor, and Petaluma. Good ball game, but the Trojans came out on top, so they moved to the right in this bracket. Down below that, Redwood, we already know, is over on the right side, so they'll wait for the winner of this one. Well, for the Petaluma Trojans, Robbie Izetta, great outside shooter. He had some great shots last night. If he gets off to a big start here tonight, then the Petaluma Trojans will have a great chance at winning this ball game.
Robbie Izetta, little lefty guard. He can do it at mid-range. He can do it from 3. He's going to have to get a lot of shots up for the Trojans to be successful and move on to the championship game.
And on the other side for Cardinal Newman, Nathan Capurro is a guy that's really hard to stop. He's big. He's very good, as we see Robbie Izetta shooting from the outside in his warm-ups tonight for the Petaluma Trojans. So we'll take a break right here and be back with the start of this one. Should be a good one. It is Petaluma and Cardinal Newman coming up from the John Fitzgerald Gymnasium.
Are you searching
How do you
for
say
a
Dino's?
great high school experience? Cardinal Newman is the only Catholic college preparatory high school in Santa Rosa. Be a part of a community where you will be known and supported during these key years of growth. Be a part of a fun and positive student body who embraces challenge and responsibility through faith, academics, service, visual and performing arts, and competition. Learn how to apply at cardinalnewman.org. Epicenter, where Sonoma County comes together. Experience Game On Arcade with over 100 games. Enjoy 16 lanes of upscale bowling at 710 Social. And check out Victory House Sports Bar and Restaurant with massive HD screens for awesome sports viewing. Burn off energy at Rock and Jump Trampoline Park or sign up for multi-sport leagues at Sports City. The Game On Garage hosts weekly esports tournaments for Fortnite, Super Smash Bros. Melee, and more. 3215 Coffee Lane in Santa Rosa or visit epicenter.com.
For over 80 years, George Peterson Insurance has been protecting our community, helping businesses and individuals get the right coverage for their needs. We are proud to expand our presence to Marin County with the Minto and Wilkie and Allen, Bettini and Carter agencies located in San Rafael. We are excited for the opportunity to continue to grow our personal and employer resources and services in the North Bay. We are still committed to this promise to all Northern California.
We've got your back. George Peterson Insurance.
Number 13.
And we're about ready for the start of tonight's game at the John Fitzgerald Gymnasium, 51st Rose City Tournament. And the winner of this one advances to the championship. A couple of great head coaches will be going at it here. Scott Bears, the Petaluma head coach, as we get set to take a look at the starting lineups for tonight's games. There's Tom Bonfili on the other side. He comes in his 37th year, 778 career wins. So we take a look at the Newman starting lineup. They are 5-1. I believe there's been a switch in that starting lineup. Chauncey LeBerthan is actually going to get the start.
Long whistle, Ryan Metz and Jordan Rudy.
So here we go. Starting off with the ball, Cardinal Newman's Marcus Vidari, and he's fouled from behind. Try to get that starting lineup for Petaluma in there. And there it is, Robbie Izetta, Ryan Sullivan, Zach Clark, Sam Brown, and Kenny Alexander.
Great job by Maduri, kind of getting that ball, curling, attacking the basket, drawing the foul from Kenny Alexander, who plays a big role in this Petaluma team, and they're out. Spoke with Coach Bears before the game, one of their guards. Bermudez has a deep thigh bruise, so getting in foul trouble is something that Petaluma's going to try to stay away from tonight.
Vidari trying to get the steal from Izetta, and Petaluma controls it. Long pass ahead to Vidari, and Vidari lays it in. So Vidari off to a very good start as Newman leads it 4-0.
Newman has a lot of guys that they can play, so coming out in a press is a good way to tire out this Petaluma team that's a little short-handed.
One guy who hopes to have a big game tonight, Kenny Alexander. He started off as a freshman here at Newman, so you know he loves playing against the Cardinals and would love to have a great game as Robbie Izetta fires one up and almost got it. That was a tough shot. Nice offensive rebound by Alexander, and he gets the putback to cut the lead to 2.
Good job of Izetta realizing that the shot clock's going down, heaves it up, has enough leg strength to get the ball around the rim, almost goes in and gives his teammate Alexander a chance to get the offense rebound, and he puts it back in.
Izetta coming down with the rebound right there. Or no, excuse me, that was Zach Clark. And there's the shot from the outside as Alexander has come to play tonight. Kenny Alexander with the 3.
Had the opportunity to watch Kenny Alexander play a little basketball during some AAU. You got to know the scouting report. He can do it inside, and he can definitely do it outside, as we saw the 3 right there. Capura going to the basket.
And the Cardinals get the steal right there. There's one thing that Petaluma is going to have to really do a good job of tonight is taking care of the ball as Vidari goes off the glass and in. Great start for Marcus Vidari.
Petaluma didn't do a good job of finding Vidari. Got to guard the guy with the ball. Vidari, I think, was a little surprised that he was so wide open. Right here, Vidari gets it, realizes, hey, no one's guarding me, let me get the basket. Alexander's got to be careful he doesn't pick up his second early foul.
Robbie Izetta brings it up. Nice rebound. Trevor Smith goes up for that one. Chauncey LeBerthan, who had a great year on the football field, now tries to transition to basketball. And I believe this may be his first start of the year, Troy, and that's a guy that I know Coach Bonfili loves to have back. The circumstances weren't the best in terms of the football season coming to an end, but Chauncey LeBerthan now will try to make the best of it by having a good game on the basketball court. Everybody knows about the coin flip, and Newman lost that coin flip, so their football season was ended in a very, very strange way this year. Kind of unprecedented, actually.
Newman comes up with the steal again, and
there's Nate Capurro. Almost got that one, but Petaluma comes down with the rebound. Smith taps that one out. 10-5 lead right now for the Newman Cardinals.
Newman doing a great job with the press. Petaluma, you know, they really got to be strong with the ball and beat this press and come down and run their offense.
Izetta to Alexander in the open floor, and Alexander has 7 points to start the ball game here tonight. All 7 of the Trojan basket points.
Coach Bear's got to like that transition right there, beat the press, and his point guard is able to come down and give it to the big man and get the easy bucket.
Trevor Smith tries the 3 off the mark. Foul on the rebound, and that's going to go against Petaluma.
This is a very similar game to the one that we just saw with Santa Rosa and Redwoods. We got one team that kind of likes to run a little bit more at gun, and we got another team that has a lot of size and strength, especially with these football guys coming back from season.
Down low to Capurro. Little jump hook, no good. Nice rebound. Brian Sullivan coming down with that board. Smith runs it down in the corner. And there's Mason Freesh, first touch of the night for him. And Freesh will go to the free throw line.
This Newman team has a lot of guys that got quality minutes last year, like Mason Freesh, who have confidence and able to come in and know what is expected by Coach Bonfili. Comes up with the skill right here.
There's Freesh in the open floor, and he'll go back to the free throw line. Missed both free throws just moments ago. He'll try to redeem himself at the charity stripe right here. It's one thing that Coach Bonfili and the Cardinals always pride themselves on, and that is free throw shooting, as Petaluma takes a 30-second timeout.
Petaluma already with 5 fouls. It's got to be something that Coach Bears is emphasizing, and the reason why he called the timeout, saying, "Hey, at this rate, we can't be fouling this much." See if they can continue to play man-to-man without fouling, keeping playing defense with their feet. But they might have to go to zone if this continues.
Fouls definitely starting to mount up against the Petaluma Trojans. We'll see if Freesh can make good. He does get the first one. Finally gets one to go. That's his third free throw attempt. And the second one is good as well. Mason Freesh, who transferred here to Newman last year after moving from the Texas area. 4 minutes to go now in this first quarter.
Good job by Perez of beating the press right there.
Izetta flips one up, no good. Nice offensive rebound for Petaluma. It's George Tynes as he gets up and pulls down the leather for the Trojans. Shot clock at 5. Not sure why the shot clock didn't reset. The Trojans don't realize it. Now they get even more time as they reset it late with the left hand. Nice shot, good there by the Trojans, Eric Perez. Finally, somebody other than Kenny Alexander scores for the Trojans. Petaluma coaches were going a little crazy. Scott Bear saying, "Hey, how can that be 5 seconds on the shot clock?" As Capurro muscles his way up and in. Tough to stop Nate Capurro.
Freesh comes up with the steal. Good job getting on the ground.
And a whistle underneath. Jordan Ruiz and Ryan Mathis working the game again, wearing the stripes, blowing the whistles. A couple guys coming into the game now for Newman as Coach Bonfili goes to the bench. Bradley Slender will make his first appearance. Izetta across now for the Trojans. 2:44 to go here in this first. Perez fires up a rainbow three, no good. Long outlet pass taken away by Petaluma. Flipping it up with the left hand off the top of the backboard and in. Eric Perez, the Cardinals saying, "Hey, that shouldn't count," but it does.
Good concentration by Perez there. Touch the very top that you can touch on the backboard without actually being out of bounds, and hits the bucket.
Mason Freesh steps back and sticks one. 4 points for Freesh now in this first quarter, and the lead is 5 for Cardinal Newman. Izetta to the rack. Nice rebound. Cardinal Newman's Garrett Gehring coming down with that one. Preach for three. No good. Perez has the rebound. And he's fouled as the Cardinals go over the top right there. Foul call goes against Gehring. Here comes some full court pressure now. We'll see if the Trojans can handle it. They do. Oh, and Preach takes it away. With the left hand, Mason Preach. A lot of teams tend to relax once they get the ball across half court, but that doesn't mean that the trapping will end, and a good team will continue to trap even though they do get the ball across.
I think Preach got scratched on that earlier play and look for Coach Bonfili probably to get him out with some subs so they can bandage him up so that blood doesn't get on his jersey.
And a traveling call that goes against the Trojans. 4 turnovers, and Mason Preach is going to take a seat right here. Chauncey LeBerthan checking in. Also checking in for the first time now is Anthony Roman.
Good job of Petaluma scrapping. Clark getting on the ground right there, just kind of realizing Newman's going to go to their size and try to pound it down low, and Petaluma's really got to be, as a group, collectively moving, and it looks like they are going to his zone right now.
It's like a little 3-2 zone, in fact. Shot clock winding down. LeBerthan fires that one long, and shot clock at 2. The foul on the rebound. Again, the Cardinals foul going for the rebound. That time the foul call goes against Roman, who came over the top.
Smart move by Coach Bears to go to the zone right there. Don't need anyone to get another foul in the last 40 seconds. Kind of got maybe get Newman, catch him off guard and out of rhythm for a second.
Big possession here for Petaluma, who will be in the all-new Vine Valley Athletic League this year, which includes Napa, American Canyon, Justin Siena, and Vintage High School, along with Casa Grande and Sonoma. It should be kind of an interesting league, new configuration, and nice that those teams from the Napa area are back in the NCS, where they used to be way back when. I think it was about mid-'70s when they went off to the Sac Joaquin section, but before that, they were NCS schools.
Newman coming down, 12 seconds to get the last shot.
LeBerthan up top to Slender, now into the corner it goes. Mason Preach off the mark. Nice rebound by the Trojans. Izetta from half court. Not quite, and it's an 18-11 lead for Cardinal Newman at the end of 1. So a nice start to this one. Cardinal Newman doing their thing, and they lead it at the end of the first quarter here in the Rose City Tournament semifinals. We'll be back with the start of quarter number 2 here from the John Fitzgerald Gymnasium in just a moment.
I'm failing. No big deal.
What about college?
Face it, I'm not getting into college.
Fighting doesn't work.
We can't let him keep failing.
Maybe he'll outgrow it.
It's not just a phase. You saw his report card.
Ignoring it doesn't work.
Ma, I said I'd do better.
Saying it and doing it are 2 different things.
Punishment doesn't work. What does work is a Huntington Learning Center. By improving basic skills, we build motivation and confidence, and kids look forward to learning. Call 1-800-CAN-LEARN today. Your child can learn.
Tonight's game presented by title sponsor Izetta Data and Communications, specializing in data and voice cabling, delivering the highest quality of workmanship and materials. Izetta Data and Communications.
I want to thank Tonight's sponsor, Cardinals for Mr. Kirk, an alumni group dedicated to working with the current administration to preserve the traditions of Cardinal Newman High School. And it is an 18-11 lead for the Cardinals here in this second quarter. Petaluma has hung in there pretty good right now, Troy, and I think they're building a little confidence. If they can get a little bit closer and keep it close throughout the second quarter, we're going to have a good ball game here.
I think with the number of fouls they had and turnovers, to be at this spot is a good situation. We'll see if they stay in the zone or if they go back to man-to-man.
Capurro coming down with that board. Down low it goes. Roman swinging it up top. Freesh down low. Roman doesn't get it. Capurro tries to keep it alive, and LeBerthan, who had the rebound, stepped on the line.
Nice drive and little bounce pass by Freesh to get it there to Roman. Had a little spin, just couldn't get it to drop. But good idea of getting in that short corner area behind the defense.
Love this time of year, all these basketball tournaments. We see a bunch of different teams in a short amount of time, and this Rose City has been a staple here in Sonoma County for 51 years. Only surpassed, I believe, by the Redwood Empire basketball tournament that's up in Hillsburg. Down the lane, and that one off back iron, but the foul call will send Eric Perez to the line. So Petaluma has a chance to close the gap here just a little bit, as the first one is good by Eric Perez.
Talk about 51 years of Rose City basketball. I can remember seeing Bennett Davidson in here, getting a dunk for Anley, then going off to West Valley, then eventually to Arizona and winning a national championship. Donnie Guarinoni hitting a big shot to go into like double overtime, and he's now an assistant coach at Harvard University.
Perez pulls Petaluma to within 5, and now the Trojans will try to buckle down defensively. Capurro ends up finding a seam in the defense and scoring. Nice ball movement there by Cardinal Newman.
Senior's so confident and steady, just gets that ball in there, so balanced. Petaluma, he's a lefty. You got to know which way he's going to be spinning, and that's just, he's going to make that all day.
Seven-point lead for Newman. Trevor Smith at the top. Marcus Vidari. An offensive board for Vidari, no good, and Petaluma comes up with it. Gehring hanging in there, doing a nice job for the Trojans. Now Robbie Izetta will control the flow here for Petaluma. Izetta firing away for 3. Off the front rim. Nice rebound by Capurro. Cardinals running the floor. Capurro all the way down the lane, takes the bump, and he'll go to the free throw line. Alexander bumped him in transition, and Capurro will get a couple freebies.
Right here we're seeing Capurro come down, and he's left-handed, so he's going to want to go and try to finish. I don't think Coach Bears liked the effort defensively by Alexander. He already has 1 foul. Kind of maybe try to get down low, see if you can take the charge or just go straight up instead of just swiping down and getting that foul.
Capurro got the first one. Capurro has been a 4-year player here at the varsity level. Has continued to improve each and every year. The lead is 9 now for Newman. Redwood won the first one fairly easily over Santa Rosa. The Panthers put up a good fight early on, and they will play the winner of this one. tomorrow night at 5:30 in the championship. We'll also have the third place game for you at 4 o'clock. Perez kicks it outside. A little strong. Nice rebound. Cardinal Newman with another possession here as Nathan Roman came down with that board for the Cardinals. Capurro fouled again. This gymnasium named after the late great John Fitzgerald, who was the original basketball coach here. Coached Tom Bonfili when he was a player here back in the 1970-1971 seasons. And Coach Bonfili has done a nice job of keeping a lot of Coach Fitzgerald traditions alive here over the years. In fact, I saw a couple players from Redwood come in earlier today with shirts and ties on. That was always kind of a tradition back in the day. Game day, you wear a tie. And I asked Coach Jerry Bonfili if the Cardinal players still did that, and he said to me, "Is that what Coach Fitzgerald had the players do back in the day?" And I said, "Yes." And he goes, "Well, then there's your answer. You know, we still do it." And yep, that is correct.
I like the tradition for the Newman basketball program.
4:20 to go here in this second quarter. Trojans making just their third appearance in the Rose City tournament, trying to get to the championship game for the first time. Izetta down in the corner, flips it back up top. Shot clock down to 4. Izetta tries another long one, and there's Capurro coming down with the ball for Cardinal Newman. 8 points for Capurro to go along with a couple of rebounds. Nice rebound coming down with that one. Tynes, as the Trojans play some defense. Beautiful pass from Izetta to Eric Perez, who lays it in transition. Great bounce pass that time by Robbie Izetta.
Good focus by Perez to get that bucket. Well needed. Ref's letting them play a little bit right now. As, both the last two drives by Slender and Verduri, I thought they got fouled. Newman shooting 1-and-1, or shooting a bonus from here on out. And here we see Izetta, Perez, good concentration with the left.
Little bumping and grinding. Nathan Capurro up top now with 3:15 to go. Petaluma really trying to ratchet down the defense, but Trevor Smith gets his first basket as he comes down with an offensive rebound. Love the effort right now by Petaluma. They are trying hard to buckle down defensively. 3 minutes to go in the quarter. And a travel. Eric Perez, the sophomore guard, kind of shuffling his feet a little bit. 5th turnover by Petaluma. Nice student section now here for Cardinal Newman as fans file in here on a Friday night to the Rose City tournament. Of course, everybody hoped that the Cardinal Newman football team would still be alive as Chauncey LeBerthin lays it in. Unfortunately, some bizarre circumstances, and the Cardinal Newman football season came to an end because of a coin toss. So we'll go to a break right here with 2:45 to go. Nice transition basket by Cardinal Newman as Chauncey LeBerthin, who hoped to be playing football, but is now playing basketball. And the Cardinals lead by 13 here in the second quarter. We'll be back with more from the John Fitzgerald Gymnasium in just a moment.
Highlights presented by Wild California, featuring the crispiest, crunchiest, most delicious, and healthy snack around. Watch out, potato chips. Things are about to get wild. Available in Sonoma County at Oliver's Market, G&G, and Molesberries. Looking to buy or sell wine country, ranch, and vineyard property? Vice Properties, with over 75 years of combined experience, can make it happen. Vice Properties specializes in North Bay ranch and vineyard properties with in-depth local knowledge and relationships unparalleled in wine country. Vice Properties can also help with commercial, investment, and residential properties. We know the market. Let us help you get the best deal possible. Call Call Vice Properties today or go to Vice.
Appreciate our sponsors, Vice Properties, specializing in ranch and vineyard properties here in Sonoma County. Here comes Petaluma now, ripping it up the floor, pass down low, and the Trojans turn it over. That's their 6th turnover. Petaluma's taking a couple timeouts already here, trying to figure this thing out. Playing against a team like Cardinal Newman, one of the favorites in the North Bay League for sure, will certainly help Petaluma as they begin Vine Valley play, although they may not know much about Napa, American Canyon, and those teams. We don't see them very often. Vintage High School. I think American Canyon's got a pretty good basketball team this year. There's Smith trying to get around the double team. Good defense by Alexander. Smith and Alexander mixing it up, and it's going to be Petaluma's ball as it last touched Trevor Smith. Just the 2nd turnover by Cardinal Newman.
Petaluma needs to settle down a little bit. They might be a little too fired up to play the home team on a Friday night. Got to beat the press. Just come down, make strong passes, good eye contact, call names, good cuts, good screening. Just run your offense, breathe, and make sure you get a good shot for your team.
Petaluma with Garahan, who just checked in, Julian Garahan, and he contributes offensively right away with a nice basket. First half winding down here at the John Fitzgerald in this Rose City. One of the traditions is the hanging banners for all the teams that they hang, and the 2 oldest banners that are hanging tonight, the old canvas Rose City tournament banners, those go way back to the beginning of this tournament. And they hang in the rafters here. They used to all be on the canvas. In fact, I remember making one when I was in high school for Drake High School back in the 70s when they were here for the first time. And I had to cut them out of felt and put them on the big canvas. And I did that back in Mr. Guillen's art class back in the 70s. That Drake banner that has been replaced now by the vinyl ones, the fancy vinyl ones. I like the old school ones.
The Drake Pirates, right?
The Drake Pirates. Yeah, it was not an easy one to make. It was the skull and crossbones. Stretched my artistic skills back in the day. Takeaway by Trevor Smith. 7th turnover by Petaluma. They trail by 11. We'll see if the Cardinals can add the lead here. LeBerthan, great move. Wow, as he rockets down the lane. Oh my goodness.
Nice crossover. Good balance as he hops through and gets an easy layup for his team to go up.
Dino Cajaleo on the floor for the first time tonight. He'll add some muscles to the Cardinal down low. Big part of that Cardinal Newman football team, the MVP of the North Bay League Oak Division. We see
right
that
here,
last move.
Yeah, we're going to see Bertha just come on down, nice crossover, and then hop through. And it's too easy if you're Petaluma and your defense, but Coach Bonfili's got to be loving it.
Trojans will hang on to it, trailing by 13. Year in and year out, the Cardinals pride themselves on defense. And I want to mention once again that this tournament has been dedicated to the memory of the late, great Jason Frenchie, former Montgomery football and basketball coach, who brought his team into this Rose City tournament many times back in the day. I remember some Montgomery Newman games in which this place was sold out, literally. They had to put rows of people along the baseline. There wasn't a place to sit. You had to stand outside and try to get an ear in there to find out what was going on and ask somebody, what's the score now? What's the score now? It was always a packed house for those games back in the 70s. And a lot of people don't really remember Frenchie as the basketball coach, but he was a tremendous basketball coach as well as football coach at Montgomery. That's not easy to do, especially when the two sports cross over at the end of football season.
Sure. I was lucky enough to be a teacher assistant for Coach Frenchie and Coach Lance, and just the time hanging out with them and talking sports, talking strategy, talking life. I cherish it.
Robbie Izetta gets the first one. Izetta's had a great career here at Petaluma High School, enjoying his senior year. second one is good as well. Great touch from the lefty.
And that's something that a shooter like Izetta needs. He's had a tough first half, getting a couple easy ones before halftime, kind of see if he can get it going a little bit.
20 seconds to go here in the quarter. Newman by 11. LeBerthan pulls up on the baseline and goes off the glass and in. Great determination by LeBerthan, who has 8 points here in the first half. Izetta off the rafters. The roof just wasn't quite high enough to get that one through. It might have even hit one of the speakers up there as he tries to Steph Curry three-quarter court to end the first half of play. So Coach Bonfili, looking up at the score, has to be mildly pleased with his Cardinals as they lead it by 13 as the teams head into the locker room. And we'll take a break right here. When we come back, we'll have the highlights of the first half of play and the start of quarter number 3 here in the Rose City Tournament semifinals on YSN365.com.
At George Peterson Insurance, we support the communities we serve and live in. You'll find us helping out at the Boys and Girls Club and Sonoma Humane Society, collecting food for the Redwood Empire Food Bank, and more. It's our goal to make our neighborhoods a better place. We are invested in your success. For over 75 years, George Peterson Insurance has been serving our communities and customers with top-notch service and competitive pricing. Find out what we have to offer. George Peterson Insurance, we've got your back.
Stockholm Construction specializes in metal stud framing, drywall, taping, acoustical ceilings, doors, frames, and hardware. Stockholm Construction is a family-owned and operated business with an emphasis on teamwork, establishing a reputation for completing their projects in a timely and professional manner while delivering a quality product. Stockholm Construction. North Bay Elite AAU girls basketball attending the top NCAA showcases in the country, with former players competing at the NCAA Division I, II, III, and NAIA levels, winners of 2 Pacific District Level 1 national qualifiers for the best in girls AAU basketball. It's the North Bay Elite. Mead Clark Lumber Company, locally owned and part of the community for over 100 years. With the right information and the right materials, Mead Clark is the right lumber yard. So shop where the contractors shop, at Mead Clark Lumber.
By Max Ross, another one of the And we're getting ready for the start of the third quarter here at the John Fitzgerald Gymnasium in this 51st Rose City tournament dedicated to the memory of Jason Frenchie, former Montgomery football and basketball coach. And right now the Cardinal Newman Cardinals lead it by 13. Dave Cox and Troy Stevenson as we get ready to take a look at some of the highlights of the first half of play. Petaluma had their moments, Troy. In fact, they showed that they could play with Cardinal Newman much of that first half. However, it was very difficult for them to hang in there defensively at the other end.
Yeah, right now we're seeing Kenny Alexander get that offense rebound, put it back, get a layup out of fast break. They come up with a steal right here. Coming down. Perez is able to, with the left, that was the one that a lot of fans thought it was out of bounds, but it counts. And another one, another pass by Zeta, and another a layup. So they were in some foul trouble, and they had a few turnovers, but they're still in it. We're seeing another one, and nice little bank shot from Graham that came in off the bench late in the first half.
And now we'll take a look at the Cardinal Newman highlights from that first half. And here they come.
Coach Bonfili's got to be happy. You're able to play a lot of guys. Freese pushes up to Viduri. Nice, easy basket. Coaches always like when you get those easy ones. Capurro with the steal. He's able to find Viduri, and Viduri was able to just go to the basket again. No one really stepped up to guard him. Smith got the ball down to Capurro. Capurro was able to get an easy one, and then the football guys are back, and right there we see Chauncey score an easy one.
There's see Coach Bonfili, 778 wins, 11th all-time in the CIF. So we'll step aside right here and be back with the start of the third quarter here in the Rose City Tournament semifinals. Newman 32, Petaluma 19 at the half.
Are you searching for a great high school experience? Cardinal Newman is the only Catholic college preparatory high school in Santa Rosa. Be a part of a community where you will be known and supported during these key years of growth. Be a part of a fun and positive student body who embraces challenge and responsibility through faith, academics, service, visual and performing arts, and competition. Learn how to apply at cardinalnewman.org. Epicenter, where Sonoma County comes together. Experience Game On Arcade with over 100 games. Enjoy 16 lanes of upscale bowling at 710 Social. And check out Victory House, sports bar and restaurant with massive HD screens for awesome sports viewing. Burn off energy at Rock and Jump Trampoline Park or sign up for multi-sport leagues at Sports City. The Game On Garage hosts weekly esports tournaments for Fortnite, Super Smash Bros. Melee, and more. 3215 Coffee Lane in Santa Rosa, or visit epicenter.com, where Sonoma County comes together.
For over 80 years, George Peterson Insurance has been protecting our community, helping businesses and individuals get the right coverage for their needs. We are proud to expand our presence to Marin County with the Minto and Wilkie and Allen, Bettini and Carter agencies located in San Rafael. We are excited for the opportunity to continue to grow our personal and employer resources and services in the North Bay. We are still committed to this promise to all Northern California.
We've got your back. George Peterson Insurance.
I'm failing. No big deal.
What about college?
Face it, I'm not getting into college.
Fighting doesn't work.
We can't let him keep failing.
Maybe he'll outgrow it.
It's not just a phase. You saw his report card.
Ignoring it doesn't work.
Ma, I said I'd do better. Saying it and doing it are two different things.
Punishment doesn't work. What does work is a Huntington Learning Center. By improving basic skills, we build motivation and confidence, and kids look forward to learning. Call 1-800-CAN-LEARN today. Your child can learn.
Call your local Huntington Learning Center in Windsor at 707-836-7800. That's Huntington Learning Center in Windsor at 836-7800. Coach Tom Bonfili, and there's the resume: 37 years, 2 NorCal titles, 15 league titles, 778 career wins. That is 11th all-time in the state of California. That's a pretty good resume right there, Troy.
Coach Bonfili is a legend, and we're lucky to have him in in Santa Rosa, Sonoma County basketball. Real close to, and a good chance of getting 800 this year.
Looking for 779 tonight as Capurro with a little spin, no good.
And if I'm some of those seniors, I want to be a part of that 800 ball club. You know, that's my motivation. Get him 800 this year while I'm part of that team.
Score that'll be of interest to Cardinal Newman football fans right now. Menlo Atherton leads Eureka 20-7 at the half. Izetta in the corner, guarded by Trevor Smith. Izetta beyond the arc, running the offense nicely for the Trojans. They get it down to Kenny Alexander. Alexander backing in on Capurro, throws up a right-handed hook, and it drops. Nice bucket.
That's good action by the Petaluma Trojans. Kenny Alexander, good patience, good balance, and that's the kind of shot Coach Bears and the team needs.
Trevor Smith rattles the rim, no good. LeBerthan tried to keep it alive, and it ends up rolling out of bounds. A team rebound for the Trojans. Rebounding edge for Petaluma, actually about 11-9 in that first half, but turnovers 7 for the Trojans, just 2 for Cardinal Newman. The Cardinals did a great job taking care of the basketball in that first half. They're going to need that tomorrow night against Redwood. Nice block by Capurro. Nathan Capurro's had a great career, 4-year career.
Good idea by Petaluma to try to get that ball and get some of those bigs out of the area so Alexander can work. But the problem is, as soon as the other defense players help off, they're able to swipe away and get their hands on the ball. Maybe see if Petaluma tries to do maybe a little high pick and roll, maybe pick and pop with Alexander with Izetta, since both of those guys can shoot it from the outside.
Vidari up top now for Cardinal Newman. Mason Freesh, nice no look to Capurro, and Capurro turns and scores, showing the outside touch for the big fella. 10 points now for Nathan Capurro. Leads all Cardinals in scoring here in the first half. Izetta down the lane, flip back up top. 3 ball on the way, off the mark. There's Capurro. 3 rebounds now for the Newman senior forward. Trevor Smith off the mark. Petaluma trying to run the floor. Izetta had a nice little look along the baseline. Check me, that's Zach Clark who had that little look along the baseline. Now Trevor Smith down the lane, and good. Smith has 4 points. Referee Ryan Mathis stopping action for just a moment. One of the Trojans may be shaken up. I think Ryan Sullivan might have been shaken up, and he's going to have to check out. Not sure what happened.
Looks like he's got a cut
on
his arm.
Cut, yeah.
Good job by the referees. That happened so quick. I didn't even see it till he got to the bench.
See if we can see what happened to Sullivan here.
Well, I think he might have banged with Kenny Alexander because he looks like he's got some blood coming from himself as well.
Yeah, right there. He actually ran into his own guy. Yeah, you called it. Yeah, it's Alexander.
Alexander looking like all Madden as he's walking off.
We'll take a look at it again. It's at the end of this play. Watch the 2 Trojans collide right there. Wow, that hurts. So we'll get the ball back in play, and hope that those two players can patch themselves up and get back into the game. Izetta takes the inbound. Trojans try and get it across. Trojans working the offense. Izetta for three. Off back iron. Nice offensive rebound. Sam Brown came down with that one. Sam Brown, a great baseball player here at Petaluma, making a little noise on the basketball court now tonight. Trojans try to muscle it up, and there's the foul as Zach Clark will go to the free throw line. Good energy for Petaluma on that possession, Troy.
Yeah, they made sure to kind of try to get in a little dribble drive action, try to see if they could use their speed, and it worked out. They were able to get a nice shot, a looking shot from Izetta. It didn't go in, but like you said, Sam Brown came down with the offensive rebound, given a second opportunity, and Clark was able to get the line and stop the clock and see if they can chip away at this lead.
So 36-23 now. Trojans trailing by 13. Kind of a similar game to what we saw with Redwood and Santa Rosa, where the favorite just sort of pulled away a little bit in the third and fourth quarter. We'll see if Petaluma can change that momentum right here as Trevor Smith goes up strong. Very difficult to deal with the bigs. And boy, if it is Newman and Redwood, that's going to be a great matchup tomorrow night down low between Smith, Capurro, and the bigs for Redwood.
That's a high-level championship game, high school varsity game with the size and just speed, and just both teams are very talented, so good one to watch.
Petaluma, of course, hoping to come back here tonight with a lot of time left, and definitely shown some potential. Sam Brown. Ball ends up all the way up top to Brown. Izetta loses the handle. Was looking inside and just hit the ball off his knee, so that'll be a turnover, and Cardinal Newman will take back over now. Great to be bringing you live action here on YSN365.com, and we would love to do more of it. If you're interested in becoming a sponsor, helping us promote and support local sports with our live video coverage as well as video highlights, please give us a call. Go to YSN365.com and hit the contact page, and we'll be glad to get you into the mix. Also have a new feature on YSN365, our YSN365 TV player, which gives us the ability to live stream games old and new, and that's been very popular. Shown some games going back to the mid-90s. We've shown a few games from the early 2000s, and people seem to like that feature. It has really been a good thing so far for the website. So that was a cool addition. Just added it in the last week or so.
I know last week that I picked up on the 96 Santa Rosa High School versus Pioneer Prospects,
yes,
and actually texted a few buddies that were in the game, and they got fired up to watch it in different parts of California where they live now.
Yeah, I get calls all the time from people wanting to know, where are the old games? Is there any way I can get a copy? And I have them. I have about 1,000 of the old games, as Zach Clark lays it in, all in boxes in my garage. So I got to digitize them. I got to get them uploaded to YouTube. It takes a while. So the fastest way to assure your game will get on is to become a patron of YSN 365. We have a donate button right below that player where you can click on there and donate as low as $10 a month and request a game. I'll dig it out for you. Mason Freesh. In the meantime, you'll be supporting us doing more of these live games. You donated, right, Troy?
You know what? I'm
thinking about it.
You know what? You got me, Dave. I'm going to donate because it was very lucky to be able to have this in our community. coming up through high school and had a few games on back in the day.
There's Trevor Smith with a great offensive rebound. Well, we appreciate you helping us out with the broadcast here. It was great to watch you as a player back in the day and coach, and now being able to do some broadcasting with you is really fun. Petaluma trying to close the gap. Left-handed shot by Perez, no good. Sam Brown, offensive rebound and putback. Got it. Sam Brown with the left hand puts it in, and Petaluma showing some determination to hang in there, trailing by 13.
Petaluma still clawing away. Right now, if they can just cut that to 10 or less before the fourth quarter, they're in real good shape.
Absolutely. Petaluma gets a takeaway right here. Sam Brown fires up a three. Oh my goodness. Sam Brown makes it a 10-point game. No hesitation from the big fella that time. And that one goes up and over the top. A little bump and grind down low. Check out Sam Brown. Nice feed from Izetta.
Got the ball to Sam Brown right in front of the bench. I'm sure some guys were saying, shoot it, you've already hit one, and he knocks it down and cuts it to 10.
Bradley Slender at the free throw line now for Cardinal Newman. Again, tomorrow night we'll have the third place game at 4 o'clock, the championship game at 5:30. Live here on YSN365.com. Slender gets both. Sam Brown again, feeling it, but doesn't get the second one. Great offensive rebound and putback. Zach Clark will go to the line with a chance to complete an old-fashioned three-point play.
Right here, a deja vu. Sam Brown almost knocks it down, but good job by Clark sticking with it, scrapping. Hey, got all the fans and the bench fired up, and you can cut this to 9 and maybe even more in the next minute and 3 seconds.
Gotta love the fact that Petaluma has not been willing to go down easy here tonight, and they can cut the lead to single digits. Didn't get it. Clark has 6 points for the Trojans. Here come Mason Friesch now, trying to change the momentum for Cardinal Newman. Clark has the rebound. Big possession right here for the Trojans. Under a minute to go here in the third quarter. The Trojans trailing by 10, trying to change that right here and now. Perez up top, working on LeBerthan. Nice spin in the lane. Sam Brown gives it up. Zach Clark for three. Oh, net! And the Trojans are down by 7.
Leave it to Clark. He just got the offensive rebound, the putback. He might have missed the free throw, but he's got a few shots up in the last minute and then had the confidence to just line that one up all net.
That was pretty. Chauncey LeBerthan hit from behind by Brown, who almost got the block. And LeBerthan muscles his way up and in. That was a big play by Chauncey LeBerthan.
You know, they talk about the football players usually when they come back into the basketball season, they're out of shape. But LeBerthan has been playing great. Like, he's been playing basketball all fall.
Does complete the three-point play. LeBerthan has 11 points for the Cardinals. LeBerthan with the steal, and he's bumped by Izetta, so LeBerthan takes things over as Newman saw their lead go all the way down to 7, and then LeBerthan makes a couple of big plays in a row.
That's, defense starting your offense right there. Newman kind of just saying, all right, let's get it back defensively, put the pressure on, and able to push it back to double digits.
LeBerthan gets 1 of 2. and stepped on the line. Actually didn't get either right there, so the score remains 10. The lead, remains 10.
2 seconds, so the Cardinals really got to know they got to get a quick shot, which they do.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter of play. So good finish to that quarter for the Petaluma Trojans as they pull to within 10 and should have a great finish here in this Rose City Tournament semifinals. It's 45-35. The Cardinals over the Trojans after 3. We'll be back with the start of the fourth quarter here in the Rose City Tournament semifinals.
Tonight's game presented by title sponsor Izetta Data and Communications, specializing in data and voice cabling, delivering the highest quality of workmanship and materials. Izetta Data and Communications. Highlights presented by Wild California, featuring the crispiest, crunchiest, most delicious and healthy snack around. Watch out, potato chips, things are about to get wild. Available in Sonoma County at Oliver's Market, G&G, and Molesbury's. Looking to buy or sell wine country, ranch, and vineyard property? Vice Properties, with over 75 years of combined experience, can make it happen. Vice Properties specializes in North Bay ranch and vineyard properties with in-depth local knowledge and relationships unparalleled in wine country. Vice Properties can also help with commercial, investment, and residential properties. We know the market. Let us help you get the best deal possible. Call Vice Properties today or go to Vice.
All right, final 8 minutes are on the clock here at the John Fitzgerald, and what should be a great finish. Petaluma down by 10, but they've got the rock. Zach Clark made a couple big plays. Here's Izetta for 3, just off the mark. Nice offensive rebound, however. The Trojans getting after it on the offensive glass.
Good execution by the Trojans to get Izetta that shot. That shot looked great, just didn't fall. They got the offensive rebound and got to stick to the game plan and keep grinding for the next 7:30.
Trevor Smith with the rebound. Here comes Cardinal Newman now. Trojans just refusing to go away here in the second half. And we've got a hold call that goes against Garrett Gehring, who was trying to keep Capurro from getting that ball in the low block.
Let's see if Newman, after a made basket, once again, since they've got the numbers, if they try to go back, if they stick with that press.
Smith in the corner. Capurro, nice pass to Kaleo. LeBurton from the backside, and he's fouled from behind by Eric Perez. Great extra pass there. Kaleo to LeBurton underneath. And Chauncey will go back to the free throw line.
Great team basketball right there by the Cardinal Cardinals. Everyone touching the basketball, moving around, and that's what Coach Bonfili and his staff like to see. Didn't make it, but great execution. Good high percentage shot, and now can get a point from the free throw line.
LeBurton gets 1 of 2. 12 points now for Chauncey LeBurton. 7 minutes to go. The steal by Capurro. Trevor Smith trying to grab the handle. There's LeBurton again. Smith again. Finally gets it to go. Wow.
Newman just a force of nature right now with their size and strength, being able to, and speed, just being able to press and then just get opportunity with the size of Smith and some of those other guys like Capurro down low.
Offensive rebound. Sam Brown getting his own miss. Trojans looking for 3, and there it is. Zach Clark got that one. Big basket right there. Just when you think the Trojans were going to start to fade, they get a 3 and make it a 10-point game once again. And they get a stop. LeBurton will go back to the free throw line. LeBurton is tough to guard.
Yeah, right there. If you're guarding LeBerthan, you want to kind of give up space. He hasn't hit a three for a while. Right there, we're seeing I think the pass around from Perez to Clark. Clark size it up right in front of the bench to push it back to 10 again. But going back, if you're going to try to guard him, they're doing a little ISO. LeBerthan's doing just a great job of getting down low. Defensively, you got to know where your help is. Try to see if you can cut off baseline, force him back to the middle. But once again, LeBerthan is just an absolute amazing athlete and gets to the foul line again.
Brown checks out. He had a great sequence right there. Second one no good. Cardinals really turning it up a notch defensively, making it tough. Here comes LeBerthan now. LeBerthan all the way to the rack. 14 points for Chauncey LeBerthan, and Coach Scott Bears for Petaluma has seen enough. He calls timeout as they take it the other way and lay it in. So we'll take a break right here. 51-38. Cardinal Newman with a 13-point lead. Chauncey LeBerthan doing his thing for the Cardinals. And we'll be back with more action from the Rose City Tournament here in the semifinals.
At George Peterson Insurance, we support the communities we serve and live in. You'll find us helping out at the Boys and Girls Club and Sonoma Humane Society, collecting food for the Redwood Empire Food Bank, and more. It's our goal to make our neighborhoods a better place. We are invested in your success. For over 75 years, George Peterson Insurance has been serving our communities and customers with top-notch service and competitive pricing. Find out what we have to offer. George Peterson Insurance, we've got your back.
So here we go. 6:05 to go. Trojans trying to hang in there with Cardinal Newman. Here comes Robbie Izetta bringing it up the floor for the Trojans. Izetta's done a nice job handling the ball tonight. Flips that one up and in. Count it. He's fouled. Robbie Izetta will go to the line with a chance to complete a three-point play.
Great job by Izetta getting the ball into the paint. He's been having a tough night, but hey, if you're a senior and you're one of the leading scorers, you gotta keep fighting and able to stop the clock, which is basically their enemy right now. Is that clock is stop it and see if they can keep chipping away.
Izetta completes the three-point play, and he has 7 points now on the night. The lead cut to 10 once again. Can't Petaluma get over the hump? That's the question. Sam Brown will help that cause with a steal. Blocked from behind, however. Zach Clark for three. Short. Tough break right there as they got the steal. Had a chance for some easy money, but a great job by Cardinal Newman getting back on defense.
You know, that's just the secret to success for Newman. Is just working their tail off defensively. Izetta comes down, the steal, can't get the bucket.
Tough sequence right there for Petaluma. They got two steals in a row, and then Capurro lays it in at the other end. They had a chance to cut the lead to 8 twice in a row and couldn't quite do it.
Newman has the ability to really just turn it on quick and put up some points in a hurry with these guys, especially the way they're pressing.
Izetta underneath. Back up to Eric Perez, just off the mark. Trevor Smith with the rebound. Nice rebound. Petaluma comes down with that one. Zach Clark's had a good game for this Petaluma Trojan squad. Izetta now guarded by Vidari. Cardinal Newman's depth has been a factor. They've been able to shuttle a bunch of different players in and out tonight. Little weave up top. Izetta fires the three. Nice rebound, Trevor Smith.
Smith's given Newman some really good minutes this game. Coach Montfield's got to be happy about that.
Here's Nate Capurro at the line. Got the first one. Appreciate our sponsors tonight. Cardinals for Mr. Kirk, an alumni organization dedicated to working with the current administration to preserve the traditions of Cardinal Newman High School. Cardinals for Mr. Kirk. Capurro at the free throw line, hoping to add to the lead. And one of the great traditions here at Cardinal Newman has been this Rose City tournament over the years, the 51st edition right here. And there's been some great players who've been in this tournament over the years. There's Zach Clark. Hit on his way. That'll be free throws for Zach Clark. This year's tournament dedicated to Jason Frenchie, former Montgomery football and basketball coach. And Cardinal Newman is going to take a quick timeout. It's going to give me a chance to let you know some of the MVPs over the years. The very first MVP of this tournament was Rich Malott from Cardinal Newman back in 68. In 69 it was Phil McGreeny for Cardinal Newman. So there's some great names. Lance Cotterizzoli, Casa Grande, back in the mid-'80s. Great player there. Mike Morgan, 1978 Montgomery. Steve Howard for Vintage in 77. Steve Wallace for Vintage in 1976. He was a big man. I remember him. Jerry Robinson, Cardinal Newman, back in 1974.
I said hi yesterday to Jason Ehrlicher,
former MVP.
As his son, Austin Ehrlicher, is a sophomore for Maria Creo on that squad. Bennett Davison. Damian Levesque was a fun guy to watch back in 92.
Yeah. Alex Cobry was the MVP 2 years in a row here, 2009 and 2010 out of Montgomery High School. Tyler Tiedemann, 2001. There's some great names on this list.
And I just texted Alec Cobray the other day, and I got to mention that guy, one of my all-time favorites I had the opportunity to coach at SRJC.
Zach Clark misses the first one. Second one no good. Nice offensive rebound. The Trojans get another look. Clark will fire up a three. Outside shooting has gone awry for Petaluma here in this fourth quarter. They've had some opportunities. Running the floor beautifully. Cardinal Newman gets the lay-in. It's Anthony Roman. Great feed from Mason Friesch that time. 16-point lead now with 3:20 to go. Izetta up top, looking for a screen from Brown. Izetta goes around Vitari. A little too high off the backboard. The rebound falls into the hands of Charlie Thompson. 3 minutes to go. Cardinal Newman with the lead and the leather here in the Rose City semifinals. See if they can close this one out. Double screen worked perfectly. That shot off the mark. So if this lead holds out, we'll have Redwood and Cardinal Newman in the championship tomorrow night. In the third place game, Petaluma and Santa Rosa should be interesting as well. Those teams fought hard to get here to the semifinals, and they want to finish 2-1. 2-1 looks way better than 1-2 at the end of the day.
Absolutely. I think Santa Rosa and Petaluma match up very well with a lot of guard play. The question is if a few of those guys from Petaluma will be able to play tomorrow's game after getting the forehead and above the eye busted open. Friesch
takes that one away, and Friesch slams it home. Mason Freesh with the dunk, electrifying the crowd here at the Rose City Tournament.
Freesh, a heck of an athlete, gets up for the two-hand jam and gets the student section fired up.
So 59-41, Mason Freesh with the huge dunk, and here it comes again.
Gets the ball up, 2-foot leap. He had one last night as well, and man, he can really just get up and put it down.
You used to throw it down like that, didn't you, back in the day?
Yeah, you know, we had a friend that they had a lower, you know, one of those
Nerf.
one of those 7-foot hoops.
Yeah, I used to make moves like that in my dorm room back in college with a Nerf hoop on the back of the door, right? 7 foot, I could dunk that. So Tom Bonfili well on his way to win number 779 as we'll take a look at that dunk again. Where'd it go? Here it is.
Freesh able to get down before the defense can get set, and easiest two he'll get all night.
Menlo Atherton 20 now, Eureka 14. That game is in the third quarter. Piner leads Arcata 35-22 at the half in the Arcata tournament semifinals. Piner is 8-0 this year. How about that, as Zach Clark gets bumped on his way?
You know, I was speaking with a coach last night who reminded me about the success Piner's having, and that group has really kind of grown up together. So talk about just knowing each other and knowing your strengths and weaknesses, and that's also fun for those seniors.
Zach Clark at the free throw line. He's had a good ball game, especially in the second half. In and out on the second one, but an offensive rebound underneath, and Garrett Gehring will go to the free throw line. Nice hustle there by Garrett Gehring for Petaluma. Once again, we are hoping to do much more live broadcasting this year. We hope the business community will support us in that. We need your help. It takes sponsors to put on a broadcast like this, and do it the right way, what we feel is the right way, with the full crew. You remember back in the day, the game of the week and how we used to do it, and that was funded primarily. We had some sponsors, but that was funded primarily by the cable company back then, which that's not happening anymore. So we need the rest of the business community to step up and make this happen for the kids, for our community, and promote and support our local athletes.
It was great to have you here, and we always got fired up when we found out our game was going to be televised, and then you get together with your buddies after the game, and even some of the guys from the opposing team, and then you go to one of the houses and watch the game and kind of be able to talk about it, and just it's great for the community.
Little timeout taken right there, just a 30-second timeout, so we'll stay up live here and maybe check out the bracket one more time and see what we've got here. We'll see, oh, there's Redwood. They've already moved over to the right. Now we're waiting to see who will join them. We will have the championship game at 5:30 tomorrow, Saturday, right here on YSN365.com. The third place game will get us warmed up at 4 o'clock. That should be a good one as well. We know that Santa Rosa will be involved in that one, and it will be either Petaluma or Cardinal Newman. Right now, it looks like it will be Petaluma in that third place game. Down low it goes. Nice rebound by Petaluma. And Petaluma will go to the line again.
Foul goes against number 31, Colvinson, his second personal.
Good job for Petaluma sticking with it. Just, hey, we're going to finish this game out strong. Senior Cole Strumlaw able to get the foul call, and just, hey, we're gonna play tough until the end.
Cole Stremlin doesn't get either. Little over a minute to go. From the corner, off the mark, rebound, Julian Garahan. Ivan Cortez in the game now for Petaluma. 50 seconds to go. Newman in control here in the Rose City semifinals. Nice move by Stremlin as he gets inside and scores. That's the way to do it. Come on, dude. That one off the back rim. Garahan with the rebound. Nice rebound again for Cardinal Newman underneath as Nolan Capurro comes down with the final possession for Cardinal Newman, and that will do it. Newman wins it. Wins 779 in the books for the Bomber. Coach Tom Bonfili. Very good effort by both teams, and Cardinal Newman, I think, just a little too much muscle underneath. Petaluma had some opportunities, particularly the start of that fourth quarter, but they had a couple key possessions where they missed baskets, and then they went cold from beyond the arc. In fact, they were cold from beyond the arc most of the night.
You know, Petaluma played hard and scrapped and had some looks, but give it to the Cardinal Newman Cardinals with their press and taking care of the ball in the first half, and just a lot of guys getting involved. Capurro, I really think Trevor Smith did a great job tonight. Viduri got some shots, and then Chauncey LeBruth really in the second half was able to get to the line and score a lot of buckets in the paint.
So it is a 15-point win for the Cardinal Newman Cardinals. They will take on the Redwood Giants in the championship of the 51st Rose City Tournament tomorrow night at 5:30 here at the John Fitzgerald Gymnasium, and we will have it for you live here on YSN365.com. Join us at 4 o'clock for Game 1. That'll be the third place game between Petaluma and Santa Rosa. Should be a great night of high school basketball here on YSN. Until then, for Troy Stevenson, our director Brian Leach, our chief engineer Martin Kornfeld, and all of us here at YSN365.com, I'm Dave Cox saying good night, and thanks for watching.
North Bay Elite AAU girls basketball attending the top NCAA showcases in the country, with former players competing at the NCAA Division I, II, III, and NAIA levels, winners of 2 Pacific District Level 1 national qualifiers. For the best in girls AAU basketball, it's the North Bay Elite. Meade Clark Lumber Company, locally owned and part of the community for over 100 years. With the right information and the right materials, Meade Clark is the right lumber yard. So shop where the contractors shop, at Meade Clark Lumber.